How's it going, everyone? This is GWR Studios, and today we are going to be finding some more goofs in Thomas and Friends. Today's episode is off the rails. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so at the beginning of the episode, we see Gordon resting in the siding, but there's already a goof. Look at Gordon's buffers. They're both crooked.
It's really tiring to be such a large and splendid engine.
So just as Gordon starts to fall asleep, Henry puffs by and blows his whistle.
Beep, 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 beep.
And here comes another goof. Gordon's trailing wheels are derailed.
Hello, lazy bones.
Gordon is mad at Henry for waking him up. He thinks the other engine should respect him because he's never had an accident. Percy overhears Gordon, and he asks if jammed whistles and burst safety valves count as accidents. But hang on a second. In the previous scene, Percy's coupling chain is up, but in the next scene, it's down.
No, indeed.
Gordon says that those aren't accidents. Instead, he says they're malfunctions, and they can happen to any engine. Since Henry's been in a wreck before, Gordon thinks he's better than him. Later that day, it was Henry's turn to take the express. There's some more sticky tack.
Be careful, Henry. You're not pulling the flying kipper now.
Gordon is rude to Henry, and he tells him to stay on the rails. Henry left the station without saying another word, and Gordon tried to go back to sleep. But just then, his driver woke him up.
A special train's coming and we're to pull it.
The special train is a freight train, and this makes Gordon upset.
Cars, said Gordon.
Gordon's fire was slow to start, so Edward came to push him to the turntable. And here comes the next goof. If Gordon's so low on steam, how is he releasing such big plumes of smoke?
I won't go. I won't go.
Gordon complained all the way to the turntable, but Edward was still nice to him. When they come to a stop, we see the front of Gordon, but his eyes have a really weird movement to them. It's not real smooth, it just kind of jolts. By the time Gordon was on the turntable, his fire was burning very well. Ooh, did you see that? Gordon's eyeballs are moving so strange. Gordon was so angry that he was willing to do anything to get out of pulling freight cars.
I'll show them. I'll show them.
Gordon had an idea. He jolted forward to try to jam the turntable, but instead he couldn't stop and he went straight into a ditch.
Whoosh! He hissed. Get me out! Get me out!
But it was too late. Gordon was stuck.
You're stuck, you silly great engine.
Gordon's driver and fireman call Sir Topham Hatt. They need to get Gordon out of the ditch. Wait, hold the phone. Why would they have a set of tracks that lead straight to a ditch? This makes no sense. I mean, look, there's another set of tracks that leads to the ditch. Were they gonna make a bridge over it and they just decided not to? And even then, they should have put buffers at the end of that track. That could have prevented this whole accident.
That's what buffers are for, to stop engines from crashing.
Since Gordon can't pull the special, Sir Topham Hatt has Edward go pull it.
We'll get him out later.
Is that what I think it is? It's the cab of a tank engine, but it's all rusted up. That's so sad. Did this engine slip in the ditch like Gordon, but they couldn't recover him in time? Hello?
Yes, Sir Topham Hatt.
Speaking.
A little tank engine, well, he had a little mishap and he went into the ditch.
Are you serious? That's the third engine this week. What's the name of this one?
Reginald, sir.
Oh, he's just a little tank engine. We'll get him out sometime next month.
Sir, if we don't get him out in time, his engine will be waterlogged and he will...
Nope, we'll just order another one.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
Okay, well maybe that's not what happened, but I want an answer. Who is this engine and what happened to him? Why was he just left here to rust? But anyway, let's get back to the story. So Gordon is stuck in the ditch and he's waiting to be rescued. But while he's waiting, some boys start to tease him.
Silly old Gordon fell in the ditch, fell in the ditch, fell in the ditch.
When the boys tease Gordon, you can see the screen move.
All on a Monday morning.
Gordon was in the ditch all day.
Oh dear.
It wasn't until late that night that they rescued him.
Strong ropes were fastened to his back end, and James and Henry pulling hard.
The narrator just said that Henry was helping too, but Henry's nowhere to be seen. Okay, is it just me, or is the breakdown train a little creepy? It kinda looks like a long-necked dinosaur. So after a little bit of work, they were able to pull Gordon out of the ditch. But watch closely. When they're pulling Gordon out of the ditch, his buffer beam hits one of the posts. Finally, Gordon was out of the ditch. He puffed slowly into his shed.
A sadder and wiser engine.
And this marks the end of the episode. Alright guys, those were all the goofs that I found in Off the Rails. I really want to know who that little tank engine was, just rusting away. So sad. But anyway, as always, if you saw a goof that I didn't point out, make sure to leave a comment and let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
I will remember you. Will you remember?
Look out for the Look out for the train.